Hi everyone, it's the MoonMageMedium back again with another reading. So today's reading is going to be focused on the current moon phase, which is the Waxing Gibbous Moon. And during this moon phase, it basically symbolizes the final steps towards achievement, okay? So we planted our seeds in the new moon, during the new moon, and then we were taking steps towards that direction, towards receiving whatever we desired. And then by the first quarter moon, we probably faced some challenges, okay? And then it caused us to have to adjust our plans a little bit. And now during the Waxing Gibbous Moon phase, we are preparing to receive, right? So now we are gonna do this reading with that theme. So this reading is intended to help you gain some insight on any opportunities that may have presented itself during this moon cycle. That includes any relationships or anything else that may be on its way to you, so you can be ready to receive. Or you can reroute if that's necessary to do, but basically something is coming up to present itself to you as an opportunity, and it's up to you to either receive it or not. But this reading is to help you gain some kind of insight on what may be coming, okay? So we are going to use the Dali Tarot, and let's get into the reading. So I already cleansed the air beforehand, so let's see. And if this reading does end up resonating with you, please remember to like, subscribe, or comment down below. It just helps me out, not just for the channel, but also just so I can understand who it is that I am channeling for, so I can get clearer messages for you, so we can co-create on this channel, okay? And you can receive the messages that you want to hear or need to hear. So that is the intention behind that. We are going to start. We have a couple of questions. We have about 8 questions to ask, okay? So we're going to look into what is ready to enter your life now. So what is ready to enter the collective's life now? We have the 6 of Swords. I'm going to put this over here. No, I'm going to put it over here. What can I contribute to ensure a successful emergence? You know, it is upside down, Ace of Swords. I'm gonna keep it because I think the whole deck is supposed to be, oh, is it mixed? There's a few that are not mixed, but we're just going to keep going. So it says, how can I best receive it? You have the King of Wands and what is the greatest possible impact it can have on me? We have the Tower. Wow, okay. Okay, so right off the bat, I feel like this is great energy, and this is because I really think that you are solidifying your desire to move on and leave the past behind. Like, I think that you have already done that, because from the previous readings, I remember that it was definitely time to let these old habits and behaviors and mental setbacks go, okay? And just to really allow ourselves to receive. So there's 2 things. I do think that this can be a person that's coming towards you, and there's not really much that you can do about it. If this is a previous relationship that maybe ended on a bad note before, I think that there is somebody who is trying to come in and just connect with you again. there's not much that you can do. If you want this person to come back, like if it's somebody that you've been waiting to come back, just allow it to happen. Be open to receive this person's presence, okay? So visualize your life, yourself, like conversing with them or being in their presence, because I think that this person, if you have been feeling their energy, they definitely are trying to tap into your energy because they missed you a lot. Okay, this doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like a friend that you had a kind of like a falling out with, and they want to come and possibly apologize to you, or they've learned their lesson or something like that. Somebody is definitely missing you at this moment, and it feels like you, because you have been so self-focused and focused on healing yourself, it feels like that has been working in the 5D realm if you guys are not communicating at this time. Okay, so just continue. There's not much that you should be doing except energetically. Like, this person is definitely going to come to you, and that's for whoever resonates with that. And it's going to be a real breakthrough moment. Like, it's just going to be sudden and unexpected, because it's probably been a long time coming, but you also, I'm getting some of you didn't think that this day would come, and for that reason you're going to be shocked, and it's going to feel like a tower moment, because it's going to shift your entire life and your entire perspective going forward. But you've learned a lot in this situation. This is for how can I best receive it. Taking back your power, being confident in yourself, shining your light out in the world. You don't even have to do anything in front of this person. This person feels you energetically, and you feel them, and I think that's why they're coming through. There is another energy here where if that is not the case, where you're not expecting somebody to come towards you, you are just definitely moving on from your past. That is something that you're not trying to go forward. It's a dead cycle, it's a done cycle, it's over with. You're just moving forward on your brand new clean slate, okay? And it is, I would say that it's a time to get creative, because this King of Wands, well, this is the thing that I think you have already been working on new beginnings and new ways of approaching life or approaching the situation, and now it's not so much about putting that action. It's kind of like nurturing those ideas. Okay, so moving forward with those ideas, you've already kind of done the work for them, and now it's just like going with the flow of them. Like, I feel like the hard work has already been done. You're ready to secure your position within this new idea, and now you are taking the throne. Okay, you're very proud of yourself for moving on and moving forward with this thing that your desire that you're focusing on, and now it's about moving forward with the knowing that you are going to receive whatever it is that you have been putting effort towards. Because anything that we put our mind on, whether it's good or bad, has a necessity to present itself in this physical 3D. So anything that we think about has a necessity to come in the 3D world into your life, because you put that thought out there. And so you want to be prepared for this desire to come in. And it may not be the ultimate thing that you are, like, if you asked for $1 million on the new moon, it may not be the $1 million, but it's going to be a definite like a solid stepping stone towards that ultimate goal of yours. I think that you are very determined to receive this manifestation, and you're persistent. Okay, so you put your effort, and then you probably had to adjust a little bit, tweak it a little bit, but now you are satisfied and you will receive it by stepping into your power, by stepping into this King of Wands energy. Okay everyone, so I had to pause the video because the train was passing by, and unfortunately I did not press record when I ended up doing the rest of the reading. So I am going to do it again. I am going to keep these messages though, and I will explain what placement that they are, or what question we asked for them, because I truly believe that this was for somebody out there. And you know, usually when things happen like that, when you know, like technology messes up, or you know, just something, a mistake happens like that, it can mean that there are opposing energies that don't want that message to be shared. So for that reason, I am going to keep this, and I will just, with each card, I'm going to explain what was the question that I asked for that particular card. So for this card, the Ace of Swords, the question was, how can I use this thing that's coming into it? Okay, my dog is chewing on a toy right now, and I don't really want to take it away from him because he's enjoying it. So I'm sorry if you hear a little bit of background noise, but that's what he's doing. So this Ace of Swords, the question that I asked was, how can I use whatever is coming into manifestation? How can we use it to our highest potential? And so that was the Ace of Swords. This question here for the Two of Wands in reversed was, what impact beyond the collective can this have? So what impact can whatever is coming in have on anyone who is watching this reading right now? Okay, the next one is advice for the collective energetically during this time, and it is the Knight of Wands and a message from the higher self, which underneath was the Devil card. And so I clarified it and received the 10 of Cups upright. And so what I have to say about this energy is that as long as you remain true to yourself and determined and persistent in achieving and accomplishing whatever it is that you are focused on right now, despite not knowing what is going on, like it just hasn't, like you feel the energy of it coming, and so that's probably why this is coming up in the reading. I truly believe that is why. You sense it. You have this feeling, this strong feeling that you not only deserve this thing, and you really do, because you've been shifting things around and doing the proper work. It just hasn't appeared in the 3D yet. And so for that reason, you have chosen to just continue to have faith. And if you haven't, just please do that, because that's the only thing that's going to help you get closer to what it is that you are trying to manifest. Okay, I did in the very beginning of the reading for this section, I did strongly feel like this could be somebody who is coming forward again. So I sense that with this is a card for movement, and this is a card for that's representing movement. Okay, movement forward. I think that somebody, whoever you had like a disagreement with or argument with, separated from, if this is somebody that you already knew, and you have been feeling their energy or thinking about them a lot more recently, that's because they are thinking about coming forward and they strongly do plan on it. Okay, they may have ended things with you or separated things with you, or you may have done that because they were in this this devilish energy. Okay, they were not prepared to match your energy, and you know, somebody who is honest and a leader, and they were probably intimidated by you. They just weren't ready to receive the messages that you had to offer them at the time of your separation. And so just know that this person has learned their lesson. They've had enough experiences without you to know that they were wrong in the situation, or they didn't treat you right, or they want to acknowledge their fault in this situation. If you both were at fault, then you know they just want to take responsibility for how they acted. And they truly see the situation with you as something that brings them much happiness and fulfillment and joy, you know, and you are somebody who sees them for who they truly are. And I don't think there's a lot of people in their life that really can tap into their energy that way. And so for that reason, they value you so much now, way more than they have in the past. Okay, and again, this doesn't have to be romantic, but this person has been lingering around. Their energy has been lingering throughout this entire reading. So if this is not somebody that you already know, just know that this is somebody who you may meet very soon, who has already been through this kind of a hedonistic lifestyle, and you know, this toxic behaviors. These are things that they have already let go. And so when they finally appear into your life, they're going to be a whole brand new person. They're going to be more likely to see your value and your worth. You know, they are coming up as a Knight of Wands when you came up as a King of Wands. So they're probably a little further behind. You've probably just been on this journey a lot longer than them, or you know, just more focused on them. But just know that they're kind of behind you. You know, they're passionate about you. This is not really somebody generally who commits, but I think that is the energy that they have been, or they were in, and they knew where it led, which was the devilish energy underneath, and that they just know where this leads. Okay, so I'm not sure if I did this in this reading, in this section or not, or if I did it in the first one, but I have these two pieces of incense, which is kind of funny to me because the person that I saw this analogy from is Rose, Dr. Rose from the Rosy Life. If you guys don't follow her, feel free to go check her out because she's really, really great at explaining the law of attraction and the law of assumption and all of those mindset teachings that may feel very complicated to understand at first. So there are everything's happening at the same time, right? And I think she got this from Flash or Batman, or I don't know if there's a universe where they both were communicating, but there are these two paths, and you've been on this one for a very long time. This is the one that you have grown up on, or just, you know, this is the one that you decided to leave. because you knew where it was going to lead you. Again, as I mentioned before, I was channeling Anastasia, the movie Anastasia. It came up. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It was one of my favorites in my childhood. My mom's name's Anastasia, so it really resonated with me. And actually, I have grown up to be a lot like Anya. But in the beginning, she had 2 roads to go on. She was kicked out of the orphanage, and so she was walking with her dog, Puka, and she was told, the director of the orphanage told her to go to a fish factory where she, got a job for her, and that's where she needs to go. And Anya was like, well, I know where this is going to lead me, but if I go this way, there's an access point. This is a different parallel universe, and if I go this way, I don't know where it's going to lead me, but I know that it's going to be better than this, because I don't want to live this life anymore. And again, that's what I think that you have been moving away from. And so now you're on this path. And this is a new reality. This is a new path. And you have never been on this path. So you don't know where it's going to lead you. Okay? But just know, this is for yourself if you don't have a person in mind. Even though things are uncertain right now, just know that if you continue to move forward towards your passions, and you're very attracted, even with the devil underneath, you're very attracted to this goal, this manifestation. Just know that as long as you pursue it in a healthy way, you are going to receive it. Okay, it is definitely meant for you, and that's all that you really need to know. Okay, just continue to make the small efforts, continue to be grateful for the little things that appear, because I know the universe has a way of showing signs that they're listening to you. Okay, that they're recognizing and acknowledging the effort that you're putting in towards your goal, and so they will put little things, new opportunities towards in your path to let you know that they are really listening to you and you are in tune. Okay, so trust that. Trust in yourself, trust in your capabilities, live in your truth, continue to live in your truth, because that is what is going to get you far. Okay, there is a breakthrough moment that is lingering here. Okay, this has been a long time coming, it feels, and there's no reason to be afraid of it. You have to be prepared, and you have to align yourself with the version of yourself that is ready to receive it. Okay, so that's what you can do with this energy. Continue moving forward, continue to be passionate. Don't let that passion die out. Be consistent, be persistent, because there's no other way that you can go from here, because you've already let that past behind. So why would you teeter away from this? Continue to have faith, continue to trust in yourself and your capabilities, because really you are meant for great things. So I'm going to pull cards from the Sacred Self Oracle just to end this reading. These have been helping me get through the current energies, so I like to just pull some for the collective. We have, know that the worst is over for you now. You may have recently endured a heavy karmic lesson, but you have mastered it and come out a much stronger person. You are in a process of recovery and will soon be ready to look forward. That's a great message. It's just confirming, and I didn't consciously place that here, but you know, you have moved past this karmic lesson that you've had in the past, that that you struggled with in the past. Sorry. All right, we have, there may be a battle between your ego and your higher self in regards to a certain decision you must make. Your higher self will always point you into the direction that is best for you. Take some time to tune inwards for the answer. So that card, you know, your ego could be bruised if you had like this falling out with somebody else. Just know that if they do come back, they're coming back as a new person, somebody who's more mature, somebody who understands that they were wrong in a situation, or they didn't handle it the best that they could, and now they're seeing things in a new light. And I think that you both are. Okay, so like, you know, just try to have more compassion, and if you need some more time to yourself, then take that time as well, but to just try to look inwards, okay, for the answers that you may not have right now. That could also be that, where your ego could be bruised. If this is unrelated to somebody else, you may be feeling a little bit insecure because the things that you are putting out there are not fruitful at this moment. But just know that these are many little seeds that you have been planting, and so just give them time and give yourself time to bloom, you know, to really nurture yourself and allow this to ruminate and allow it to, germinate, you know, and just give it some time, okay? You're not meant to have the answers at this current moment. I didn't do this in the last reading where I just did those cards. I kind of just ended the reading then, so I'm glad that I pulled these cards. These cards have been helpful for me in my own personal life. These are by AquaMoonlight. I actually don't watch her readings anymore, but she was one of, not for any particular reason, but she was one of the first readers that I have watched here on YouTube, and she helped me out a lot. So she's a fellow she-wolf. Let's see, we have healing tunes, frequencies, and other forms of sound healing will benefit you greatly now. This will allow your vibration to tune to a higher frequency. Set aside time to unwind with sound. So sound therapy. Again, I didn't say it in this reading, but I have mentioned it before, how I listen to music consciously. I have playlists for certain things. I have a 777 playlist where I need to be in like the highest vibration of luck and happiness and joy. I listen to that one a lot. It's very motivating for me. I also have other, you know, playlists for other things and meditation music. I am very intentional about what I feed my body, my energetic field, my mind. I listen to things that are motivating. I listen to even, you know, tarot readers sometimes just to get insight for myself. I only watch people who are high vibrational, which most of them are, you know, so I just listen to people. I mentioned the Rosie Life. She is incredible. I have been this is the second time that I'm promoting her in a video because she is on point. So, you know, just find things that are keeping this vibration high or keeping you in the right mindset so you can still be in this king of Wands energy. And the last card we have that we're going to pull is journaling your thoughts, worries, and ideas can be a healing tool for you at the moment. Pick up a pen and paper and write out whatever is on your mind, or perhaps whatever you wish to manifest. Your thoughts need an outlet. Writing things down is spell work. I don't know if you guys all know that, but when we write things pen to paper, pencil to pen because it's more permanent, to paper, we are writing a spell for our lives. Okay, so you have to exercise that practice. Write down things that you're grateful for so the universe can, continue to bring those kinds of things into your life, but also write down in detail how you envision your life to be once you have received this thing in your life, because that is what's going to bring this thing towards you, and you're going to be in an energy where of course it came towards you, right? You're going to be in that energy. Of course it did, because you wrote the spell for yourself. You wrote it down. You prophesized it. And it may not be exactly how you wrote it down, but just expect it to be better. Okay, so that's what I have for the collective at this moment in time during this Waxing Gibbous Moon phase. And I hope this reading did resonate with you and your energy. If it did, again, let me know down in the comments. I would love to just know that the messages that I am channeling are reaching the right people, are reaching the people that resonate with this energy. Feel free to just like or subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And I look forward to reading for you all again in the near future. So until then.